Welcome to Strategic Faultline, where conflict, power, and strategic geography come into focus. Today, we examine the hidden choke point beneath the global economy of the subsea cable network, and why damage on a dark seabed can become a strategic warning far above the water. The global internet does not mainly move through satellites, it moves through glass fibers, wrapped in protective layers, laid across the ocean floor. These cables are quiet, narrow, and mostly invisible. Yet they connect data centers, stock exchanges, banks, military commands, cloud platforms, governments, and ordinary phones. They carry the routine traffic of modern life, but also the nervous system of modern power. That is why a cable cut is not only a technical problem. In normal times, most cable damage is caused by ordinary hazards: anchors, fishing gear, storms, earthquakes, landslides, and commercial accidents. The system is built with redundancy, and when one cable fails, traffic can often be rerouted through another path. But the strategic problem begins when ordinary damage becomes difficult to separate from deliberate pressure. A civilian ship can drag an anchor across the seabed. A cable can fail near a politically sensitive coastline. A repair vessel can take time to reach the area. The act may be deniable, the damage may be limited, and the signal may still be clear. This is what makes subsea cables attractive in the age of hybrid warfare. They sit between peace and war. They are commercial assets with national security consequences. They're global systems, but they pass through local waters, narrow seas, landing stations, and legal grey zones. Several regions show why the issue is larger than one sea. The Baltic Sea shows the problem of crowded waters, energy links, data cables, and suspicious vessel activity. The Red Sea shows how a conflict near a maritime choke point can affect routes between Asia, Europe, and Africa. Taiwan shows how island connectivity becomes part of deterrence, crisis management, and political pressure. The Baltic Sea has become the clearest warning. After repeated damage to energy and communication links, NATO launched Baltic Sentry to increase military presence, improve monitoring, and help allies respond to destabilizing acts. The European Union has also moved cable security into the center of its resilience agenda, with measures aimed at prevention, detection, response, recovery, and deterrence. That response matters because the danger is not a sudden Hollywood blackout. The deeper danger is uncertainty. If cables are damaged during a crisis, governments must decide quickly what happened, who did it, whether the incident was accidental, whether retaliation is justified, and how much disruption the economy can absorb. Financial markets need data. Military planners need secure communications. Cloud services need capacity. Island communities and isolated regions need connectivity. Repair crews need access, time, and security. The first layer of the problem is therefore not the cable itself, it is the dependency built above it. If you are finding this report useful so far, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support Strategic Faultline. The second layer is concentration. A cable network can look resilient on a global map, with many lines crossing many oceans. But capacity is not evenly distributed. Important routes cluster around landing points, data centers, financial hubs, straits, shallow seas, and repair corridors. That creates a difficult paradox. The internet is decentralized in theory, but parts of its physical backbone are highly concentrated in practice. A country may have many cables, yet still depend on a smaller number of high-capacity systems, a few landing stations, or a limited set of terrestrial links connecting those stations to data centers. This is why landing stations matter. The cable on the seabed is only one part of the system. On land, cables emerge through facilities that may look ordinary from the outside. From there, data moves into terrestrial networks, cloud infrastructure, financial systems, and government communications. A well-protected seabed route still depends on physical sites, power supply, cybersecurity, and the resilience of the networks behind the coast. The financial sector is especially sensitive because it depends on speed, trust, and continuity. Payments, market data, settlement systems, risk models, trading platforms, and cross-border operations all rely on international connectivity. Not every disruption would be catastrophic. Many systems have backups. But the strategic question is not whether one cable cut stops global finance. It is how many failures, in which places, at what moment, and under what political pressure, would begin to create cascading effects. Military communications face a similar problem. Satellites are useful, but they are not a simple replacement for subsea fiber. Fiber offers capacity, latency, and reliability that satellites cannot always match. In a serious crisis, an adversary does not need to cut every cable. It may be enough to degrade confidence, slow coordination, complicate attribution, and force governments to divert ships, aircraft, sensors, diplomats, lawyers, and repair crews toward the seabed. There is also a private sector dilemma. Many cables are owned, financed, operated, or used by private companies. Some of the largest technology firms now invest directly in new routes because artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and global platforms need more capacity. But national resilience cannot depend only on commercial incentives. A route that is efficient for the market may still create risk for the state. That is why cable protection is becoming a strategic discipline. The answer is not only more patrols. It is better mapping, better monitoring, more diverse routes, stronger landing station security, faster repair capacity, clearer legal consequences, and closer cooperation between governments, navies, technology companies, telecom operators, and the financial sector. Sensors can help detect suspicious activity. Naval drones and patrol aircraft can improve awareness. Cable corridors can reduce accidental damage. Redundant routes can absorb shocks. But no system can be perfectly protected across the entire ocean. The real objective is deterrence and endurance. An adversary must believe that suspicious damage can be detected, attributed, repaired, and punished. And a society must be able to keep functioning even when invisible infrastructure is attacked. That is the strategic meaning of the subsea cable crisis. The cables are not just wires on the ocean floor. They are the hidden routes through which modern economies move, alliances coordinate, and military power communicates. A state that can defend these cables is not just protecting data. It is protecting the ability to act under pressure. If this report helped clarify the issue, leave a comment with your view, and if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to Strategic Faultline so you do not miss the next analysis.